I'm Marlene Motivates, your life coach. And you know what I say over here? Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
So, hello to all of the Motivators family. How are you all doing? Welcome in. Hope you guys had a great day, week, month, all of those things. I just honestly wanted to come in and to talk about some things as far as our own personal relationship, the relationship that we have with ourselves. Hey, Realist, how are you doing? Welcome. Hope you're doing good. I just wanted to come in and have this conversation because we have to be very serious about the relationship that we have with ourselves. And a lot of people just don't understand how important it is to say this statement right here. Tell yourself, I'm proud of you. I know that there is somebody who will be watching either now live or in the replay that will feel this right to their core because they don't have people in their life that will tell them that they're proud of them, that will support them and say encouraging words. And that is why it's so important for us to be able to give that to ourselves because it is a gift. Why is it important to tell yourself that you're proud of yourself? Because there's many things that will cause us and make us want to give up. You know, today's society, this world, negative people will always make you feel like you're never doing enough. You can never do enough to please other people. But as long as you know that you're giving it your all, as long as you know you're doing your personal best, this is when you need to tell this to yourself. Tell yourself, I'm proud of you. See, I want you to stop right now and I want you to say that to yourself. I'm so proud of you. It's so important to do that for ourselves. You have to be okay first before you can show up in this world and be okay. You got to get your mind right. You have to get your mindset right. Because if you don't work on you, there's nobody else that is going to do that. That's a gift that you have to give yourself, and that's the gift of self love. Now, let's start off this topic by affirming your love for yourself. So, I'm going to go back and forth between affirm and confirm, and just so that everybody's on the same page. There is a difference between affirm and confirm. Um, affirm has more to do with uh, the state of something being positively forced or often declaring a belief, an opinion, or a commitment. Whereas confirmation, it really means to verify or to establish the truth or validity of something. So we're going to start talking about affirming. It's important for us to affirm or to make a declaration, an assertion of how we feel about ourselves. It's important to affirm within our own self because there's so many things that can make us feel that we are not enough. We haven't done enough. We've dropped the ball. You know, there's so much things in society that make you want to point at yourself, point a finger at yourself like, oh, I'm really not doing enough. See, and that's the competition. And that's not good. The only person you need to be in competition with is yourself in making yourself better. Because we know when we can do better, we know that We deserve to be our best, but it first has to start from within. And that's why I wanted to have this topic to say, I'm proud of you. I want to encourage all my motivators family, and I say this with sincerity. I'm proud of each and every one of my motivators family because I know there's so many things in this life that can get you down, that can make you discouraged, that makes you want to throw it in the towel, to not even try. I know because I've gone through certain things, and every single person has those times, those dark moments, those times where you're just like, I don't know if I can do this. So that is the reason why we have to start at our core, at our center, center ourselves, reset ourselves, because if we don't center ourselves, if we don't get ourselves all the way together, nobody's going to do that for you. And I used to look for my affirmation inside of other people, or I would look for my value inside of other people, inside of how much money I had in the bank, or what other people's opinions of me was, or what was my relationships with other people and the amount of support that I was receiving. But no, all those things are additions, those are gifts, those are blessings. That's wonderful if you have those things, but if you don't, you still will be okay. See, we tend to not balance the scales. While it's nice to have those things, first you need to start with yourself. And I'm saying this to all the mothers and the fathers, the aunties, the uncles, my mature people who, you have life that happens and you're busy and you got so much things going on that you become so many things to other people. And you have to remember that first I got to be so many things to myself. And that's why I'm saying this to all of you. Confirm your love for yourself. Hi, Miss Nexie. How are you doing? Welcome. You must confirm your love for yourself. You must affirm your love for yourself because nobody is going to do that for you but you. And I want to tell you guys that I'm so proud of you. So let's talk about some affirmations that we should be each speaking over our own life. You should be affirming that you are enough. See, I want you to say that to yourself. I am enough. See, and you got to sit in that. You can't just say I'm enough and stop there. You have to let that absorb into your mind. You have to let it absorb into your heart. And then you have to believe it. You have to believe it. I am enough. And that should really resonate with you. You should feel it. And because you know that you're enough, you have to, because I'm enough, I know that I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. I know that I'm going to walk at the beat of my own drum. I know that I'm not perfect, but I still deserve to be respected. See, it's a lot of things that come with knowing that you're enough. Because you are enough, you're not going to lower your standards. You're not going to accept foolishness. See, we don't allow those things around us. Because what? Because we're proud of ourselves. Because we have value. Okay? And when you have value, you know you are valuable. Even if other people don't value you, you value yourself. I don't know about you all, but I've been through some things in my life. I have been through some times where I wanted to give up and I wanted to throw in the towel. And I didn't think that I would ever get to a space of peace and happiness and joy. But here I am today saying it to somebody who needs to hear it. You're going to get through whatever your trial, whatever your struggle, whatever it is that you're feeling. See, because we have to work on our relationship with ourselves at all times. It's one of the most important relationships, and so many people focus so much time and effort and energy into their romantic relationship, into their kids, into their relatives, into the job, into their health, but don't put any focus in on themselves. How am I feeling? How am I emotionally processing? How is my mental health? Am I happy? Do I have peace? See, all of that, being proud of yourself, it comes with a responsibility. Because I'm proud of myself, I treat myself as such, because it's a relationship that I have to maintain. I have to maintain my relationship with myself, because that's one of the relationships that people can come and go all they want to. Don't you all know that? There's all sorts of seasons in this life. There's seasons of people just going to be in your life forever. That's a permanent, that those are people that love you unconditionally, and they pour into you and they embrace you at your seasons of personal growth. And then there are just the people who are just temporary. They're just passing through. And those are the people who come in to bring you pain and to hurt you. But in that, we learn things, we grow, we mature, we learn courage. So, those particular seasons, I want to tell you all, don't look at it as a negative thing. When people leave your life, that's one of the best gifts. I love when people leave my life these days, because I know that I am getting better. I know that when a door closes, I know either a window is going to open or a pathway is going to be made just for me to walk through it. You just have not seen it yet. You just have not seen it yet. Yeah. You are so right about that, Miss Marlene. As long as I'm enough for me, that is all that matters. And Miss Nexie, everybody who is here, it took a long time to get to the space in my life where I actually can say about myself that I love me unapologetically, no matter who is in my life, no matter how much money I have, no matter who supports me, no matter who believes in me. I believe in myself, and I'm proud of me today because of the courage that it takes for me to speak up, for the courage that it takes to set those boundaries, for the courage that it takes to maintain my mental health, for me to know when I need to get a rest and to reset. And I give myself permission to do that. And that's a part of affirming my love for myself. Because I love me, I treat me adequately. See, I treasure my relationship with myself these days. I don't know about all of you, but it took me a long road to learn that personal care is more than self care. It's more than, bubble baths and getting your hair or your nails done. See, my self care is self love. And I don't play about me. I don't let people play in my face and waste my time and bring their negative energy and their drama around me. And don't let anybody do that to you. See, when you know your worth and you're proud of yourself, you don't let people play with you. You don't let people make excuses for their bad behavior or lack of, doing what they know that they need to do. See, people make excuses sometimes just because they know that they may not fit in your life. They know that they can't meet your standards. Some people unfortunately don't deserve us. I hate to say that, but it's the truth, because they have not matured, because they have not healed, because they're not accountable, they're not responsible, or they're selfish, or all of the above. It could be so many things. And all of this comes back, circles back to ourself. And because of the way maybe somebody treated you in that season of passing through, it brings some brokenness from within because they hurt you or disappointed you. And that leaves behind some battle scars. Because this life, you really do have to go to battle when it comes to you. Yes, people backstab you, hurt you, are jealous of you, sometimes literally try to unalive you, but you're still here. See, some people's only mission in this life is to break you down, break your spirit, get you to stop. But you're still here, and I'm so proud of you. And I say that to myself too. And I'm so proud of me. And I'm so proud of all my motivators family that continue on day to day. See, other people don't know of the struggles that you face from day to day, your challenges, your mental health disruptions. People don't know about those things. And most of them don't care. But you should care about yourself. Okay? Thank you so much, Miss Nexie, for the super sticker. You know what we have to do. Let's bring out Panda when the super chat hits. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you, Miss Nexie. So let's get into talking about confirming your love for yourself. So we did talk a little bit about confirming and what confirming means. So confirming really focuses on validating the existing information. So you already know that you love yourself, but confirming it is just like the reminder. We all need reminders, just like when we get an invitation and they want you to confirm you've said you're going to be there, but now the confirmation that you really will be there. So the same thing when it comes to that self love. You know that you love yourself, but you need to be reminding yourself, I love myself. And because I love myself, how am I treating myself today? Not yesterday, not last week. As we learn, as we mature, as we go through things, there's certain things that you should not be allowing anymore. There's certain things that you need to be leaving off because we no longer are taking in, like a baby. Like you're not taking in the milk, you're ready for the solid food. You're ready for healing and positive relationships. You don't want to be a part of drama and negativity. See, you're growing, you're learning, you're elevating, your peace is rising. You have positive vibes. See, and when you are in that space of confirmation, you want people in your life that will also confirm your love as well. Confirmation is the only way, you know confirmation is the only way that we can make it. And that's the only way that we can honestly make it in this life. We can only make it in this life through self-love. And I've said it 100 times, I've said it a million times, and I'll say it a million times more. There is nothing like self love. There's nobody that can love you like you love yourself. Absolutely nobody. It doesn't, you can have the best relationships, the most supportive people, but, but, there's nobody that knows when you need a break, when you need a rest, when you just need to be by yourself, when you need to sleep. See, when you really love yourself, there's just some things that you just don't do anymore. Yes, realist. Exactly. Yes, we don't have to allow anything. We don't want to, and you shouldn't. See, and the part about being a mature adult, I don't mean a child, I mean a mature woman or a mature man. When you are mature, there's certain things where you don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to deal with things maybe as you did before. See, the old me, the unhealed me, felt like I had to explain. And I wanted to know the reason why people treated me and did this and did that. But when I came into my own awareness, when I became aware of myself, disrespect is disrespect. If somebody has disrespected you, not treated you in a good way, you don't have to explain why you don't deal with them anymore. Just cut them off, motivators, and get your peace back and get your freedom. Okay? Get your freedom back because it really does bring freedom when you dismiss the negativity. Okay? Hey, Lara, how are you doing? Welcome. Appreciate you being here. It's almost midnight. I almost said happy Thursday, but happy late night Wednesday. Hope you guys are doing great. Thank you so much, everybody, for supporting me on this late night stream. I'm thinking about bringing this to the channel on Wednesday nights and talking about a few topics because that's when I get my best ideas in the evening. Okay. So let's go on to talking about supporting your dreams. Now, in being proud of yourself, you have to give yourself room to elevate, room to grow, room to have peace, not only within, but also having peace with other people. And I'll tell you guys what I mean by that. When you really get to know yourself, when you make peace with a situation or you make peace with another person, that's even deeper than forgiving them. See, forgiveness is just one part of it, but making peace with it, you can't change what other people do, the pain, or people just say and do things that hurt you so bad. And forgiveness is one thing that's important for every single one of us. Sometimes we don't want to forgive people because they brought you so much pain. But I had to learn that my forgiveness did not mean I have to deal with them any longer. See, when you make peace with the situation, it was what it was, what happened is what happened, and I give you peace and I make peace. And I give myself the permission to move on with my life and to have joy. And I say that to all of you too. When you support your own dreams, when you love yourself, when you forgive others as well as yourself, you give yourself peace of mind. You have peace in your heart. And you can stop thinking about it and worrying about it. Now you need to be worrying about, what dreams do I have for my present and my future? And that takes guts. It takes you walking past your fears, really thinking about it. What do I want to do in the future? What are my goals? What am I good at? What is going to bring me peace? What's my purpose in this life? And then giving yourself the permission to do that. And I know that when I had said I'm proud of myself, being proud of yourself is a very wide umbrella. It it brings so many things into play. And when I really thought about how much I love myself, you have to stop pushing your dreams on the back burner. And while we care about people in our lives and we love them, we have to remember our own dreams and put that in the forefront. You know why that's important to think about our goals and our dreams in life? Is because it makes us happy. It gives us a reason to wake up. It gives you a reason to have joy because you know that you're giving yourself the permission to be yourself and to do something for you. And that's not being selfish because a lot of people think it is. But the reason why people think that you're being selfish is because they can no longer control you, they can no longer use you. See, when you know what you want, you can't let other people on the outside get you aside from that part. Okay? You have to support your own dreams. See, you think about it, you meditate about it, and based on whatever is your belief system spiritually, and then you go to that. And then you go back to yourself, and then you do some research, and then you find out what you want to do next, and then you go for it. See, that's the hardest part. That's the hardest part, motivators family, is you can have plans, you can make goals, you can have dreams, but if you never allow yourself to move past just being in the dream state, then making your dreams a reality, you'll stay in regrets. I know for myself, I had a lot of regrets because I didn't do the things that I wanted to because I personally didn't deserve I deserve them. You know? Sometimes we feel like we don't deserve to do things or we're being selfish. Yes, I know that's right, realist. When it comes to us, when it comes to you, when you think about yourself, there's certain things that you need to keep to yourself. You can't open up and share all your thoughts and your dreams with everybody because then people will try to pick it apart and, oh, don't, you shouldn't do that. And you really don't know the intentions and the motives of other people. That's why I say keep things silent in your heart and keep things as part of your time of your meditation and your times of connecting spiritually. You keep those things to yourself. Yes, sometimes at least, right? I don't mean to be selfish. This conversation is not focused on being selfish and only thinking about ourselves, but it's just a reminder that we do need to think about ourselves. It can't just be about everybody in our lives. It can't. And that is the reason why a lot of times we'll be so miserable and we can't get to the space of happiness and peace and joy until we focus back on ourselves and really are honest and even to a deeper level are transparent. Because sometimes the honesty is not being transparent. Because how many of us we lie to ourselves, right? Oh, I'm okay. I'm good. Things will work out. I'll get to it. And then year after year, you shelf your dreams. You push your dreams back on the back of a shelf. Oh, one day I'll get to it. One day I'll get to it. And it doesn't happen. So I just want to make a reminder, just like Realist is saying right here. If we don't make sure we're good, who will? It's not a lot of people that have those sort of supportive and loving relationships that when you're not thinking about yourself, they think about you. Majority of people don't have those things. And that is one of the reasons why I always say you have to develop your own relationship with yourself. You have to develop the time, you know, just like all friendships, it takes time to learn how to do that. Okay. And that means that you need to learn how to become your own friend. That takes time. Just like all relationships, you may put all of this time in getting to know this person and that person and all these people in your life, but do you really give yourself time to really ask yourself, what do I want to do? What makes me happy? And then giving yourself the permission to go for it. I had to learn how to be a friend to myself and to not lie to myself and not just do things to make other people in my life happy, but I never do things to make me happy. So you have to give yourself a new narrative, and being proud of yourself, it means that you give yourself the permission to live according to your purpose, to not always put yourself on the back shelf, to stop shelving your dreams. You'll never be happy in that case. You'll never have joy. You'll never have peace. And it's the reason why I believe 100% why so many adults are so unhappy, and they're so depressed. They're so stressed out. They're so angry because they've never given themselves the permission to stop and to say, I don't like whatever it is that you don't like. I don't like how these people treat me. I hate my job. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't want to do this anymore. And then give yourself the freedom to let it go. See, that's all a part of being a friend to yourself. You know, it's all a part of being a friend to yourself. When you're your own best friend, you know when you're tired, you know when you need a break, you know when you need a reset, and then you give yourself the permission to have that and to not feel guilty because you're tired. We're not robots. We're human beings. We're flesh and blood. We have feelings. Yes, sometimes people will irritate you and get you down, but you can't just keep saying, I'm okay. I'm okay. Everything will work out. It's all right. So that's one of the mechanisms that many of us use, and we say we're good, and we're just lying to ourselves. Hey, Nate, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're doing great. And that's one of the things about life is we have to stop waiting for people to be our friend and learn to be our own friend. It takes time. It takes experiences in life. It takes patience and understanding. You have to learn yourself. You have to learn how to set boundaries not only with others but also with yourself. That's part of being proud of yourself. Like, I know these days, nope, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to go there. No, I don't like how this person makes me feel. I don't like their energy. I don't like that they're controlling of me and my time. No, I don't like that they're so demanding. You have to know yourself and learning to be transparent enough to say, I don't like this, and then stopping yourself from doing what is outside of your peace, outside of your joy. And it's a lot of people that are adults that still have not learned that basic thing of learning to say no and meaning it and standing up for themselves and taking a break when they need a break and forgiving themselves and loving themselves. Okay, I did this. That wasn't the best decision, but I forgive me and we're going to let it go and move on. Most people just keep beating up themselves over and over again, day after day after day. You got to let it go, motivators. You have to let yourself be free. For me, I went through a period of time in my life, like the darkest period in the history of my life was losing my mother and my father within 7 months, and then an aunt, and then a cousin. I just felt like I was swimming in a sea of grief. And I felt like I was never going to get back to the surface. I felt like I was drowning in pain. And anybody who has ever been through a grief, a loss, will understand how I feel when I say that until somebody else goes through something just like you have, they don't get it. And people will tell you, oh, you'll get over it. You never get over it. You absolutely never get over it. But day by day, you learn to stand up. Sometimes you crawl. Sometimes you're going to cry. But then I am proud of myself. Every single day I wake up and I make a choice to, I don't have to be perfect. I just have to do my best. And I put one foot in front of the other. And I don't worry about what other people think and their interpretations and what how they think I should look and what I don't have to be perfect for other people. I just have to be myself. And I think that's what counts. Yes. Yes, I'm doing okay, Nate. Thank you so much. Hey, Leonica, how are you doing? Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Nate says he can relate to the pain. Yes, until you experience some things, it's like explaining color to a blind person. While people can be empathetic, you really don't know that pain until it happens to you. No matter how nice somebody could be, no matter how kind somebody can be, they don't know what it's like to feel that sort of loss until they have experienced the same thing or something similar. And I said all of that to say this: know how you feel. Know how you feel, not how other people want you to feel, because that used to be a really big problem. Like, you put on this facade, oh, yeah, I'm good. And that's what most people say all the time: I'm good, I'm good. Sometimes we're not good. That's a part of being a friend to yourself, knowing when you're not good and giving yourself the freedom to be that way and to get to the root of it. Why am I unhappy? Why am I sad? And then letting yourself, if you want to cry, if you want to be angry, if you want to journal it out, maybe sometimes you just want to sleep for a little bit. Maybe you just want to go for a walk. Maybe you need a vacation, you know? Maybe you just need some time with some good friends that really pour into you and support you. People who just listen to you and they don't interrupt and they don't judge you. They just listen to you. And then after you voice how you feel, then they give you some encouragement. I know you're feeling down, but I'm here for you. What can I do to help you and support you? And that's what I'm talking about. That's a healthy relationship. It shouldn't be a relationship based on what you always have to give to other people. You got to have relationships where people just give to you just because you exist. They're just in your life as they're fans of you. They're supporters of you. They're encouragers of you. They want to see you encouraged. They want to see you peaceful. They want to see you smiling. And I'm grateful to have friends like that these days that just want to see me smile. I remember when my friend told me that the other day. I just want to see you smile. If I don't see you smiling, I know that something is going on. See, and that is what I'm talking about. It takes work to get to that level of having friends like that and having people that love you like that and not just the toxicity. See, that's what I'm talking about. Being proud of yourself is setting yourself up, okay? Like, I'm not going to take the drama and the negativity and being used and being ghosted, being disrespectful, you know, being talked to any type of way. People think that they can treat you any way they want to, and you're just supposed to close a blind eye to it, right? They can do whatever, they can talk whatever, they did everything. Oh, you're supposed to let it go, right? Oh, you're supposed to forgive them. Oh, it don't work that way. There's some people that even when you forgive them, You've come to, that is the end of the road. I forgive you so I can move on with my life. I forgive you so that I don't block my own blessings. Mm, that's a part of being a friend to yourself. Okay? So I wanted to come on and to say this to everybody. Be proud of yourself. Friend yourself. Support your own dreams. Affirm and confirm your love for yourself. And don't give up and don't let this word right here, family, get in the way, because it happens all the time. People use that title of family as a means to control you, to use you, and that's not family. Family are individuals that show up for you. It's not always just about you showing up for them. See, that's family. See, and family does not have to be by blood. I've been blessed to have people that have become my family through love, family through trust, family through loyalty, family through respect. And because they respect me, it caused me to learn to respect myself even more. So I wanted to have this conversation with my motivators family and to say to you all, don't give up. Never stop fighting. When it comes to your relationship with yourself, be your own best friend. Nobody's going to love you like you can. So be proud of yourself and tell yourself today, I'm proud of you for everything that you have done, for the times where you wanted to give up and you didn't, for the trials that you have faced that nobody knows what you're enduring, but you continue on. You got to be proud of yourself. You got to encourage yourself. Be your own cheerleader. See, people don't know about the mountain like obstacles that you face on a day to day basis, but you do. But you do. And that's when you need to, don't be so tough on yourself. You got to pat your own self on the back and say, I'm so proud of you. I know you wanted to give up today and you didn't. And I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of my strength. I'm proud of my courage. I'm proud of how I take my breaks instead of snapping on people. See, that's self love. When you know that you're about to go off and then you, what? You zip your mouth, you take a few steps back, and then you pour into yourself. That takes courage. Because the easiest thing is when someone does something to you, the easiest thing to do is to snap off, to tell somebody off. But when you don't, see, one of the things that I learned about being proud of myself, I wrote something down in my journal that I make a commitment to show up for others like I show up for myself. See, before in the toxic version of myself, I was always showing up for everybody. You show up for this person, show up for that person, show up for your job, show up, show up. But I had to ask myself, out of that week, how many times did I show up for me? What are the things that I was doing for my mental health, my emotional health, my physical health? So you got to think about those things and take care of yourself first. Because if you don't fill up your cup, you better believe you're going to have a mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual breakdown. It's warfare. And if you're not ready in this life to battle for yourself, to protect yourself, you better believe people are opportunists and they're going to use and abuse you. You better draw that line in the sand and say, this is as far as you can come, and you're not coming in any further. That's it. See, and that's something to be proud of. when you know of boundaries, when you know self respect, and you can say that to yourself, I love myself. And because I love myself, I can't let anybody use, abuse, and manipulate me any longer. That's the end of it, right? So I wanted to tell all of my motivators family, I'm so proud of you for every time that you get up, every time you say no and mean it, every time you pour love into yourself, every time you pat yourself on the back, every time you encourage yourself, every single time when you speak over your life and tell yourself, I am enough, I am worthy, I am deserving, I I can do better than this. And then you let yourself do better. That takes courage. And I'm proud of each and every one of you. If nobody has told you that today or recently, I'm proud of you. Be encouraged, be inspired, and be yourself. I'm Marlene Motivates, your life coach. Thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate every single one of you. Keep your head up. Be proud of yourself and never, ever give up. Shout out to all of my channel members. Shout out to my amazing moderators. And shout out to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much, Motivators family. I appreciate every single one of you. And keep your head up. And I want you to tell yourself, I made it. And you can make it too. Okay? I'll see you guys back on the next one. Bye-bye, guys.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
And I wanted to say shout out to my new channel members. I think I got 2 or 3 channel members, Heather, Lara, and Lovey. So welcome to channel membership, guys. Make sure you check out the member-only content.
forgive me. I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me. I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you?